Today's date is April 23rd, 2015. And my name is Leslie Williams. Now, I am at RR Colony 5, and if anybody comes to this area in the next 72, in fact, for the next week, it doesn't matter what second of any hour during this next week from this literal second forward, and the time right now is 12:28 p.m. in the afternoon. It'll be directly connected to organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking. Now, got something in my eye. Also, on any date, if I come back to this area, okay, and there are any homeless persons, men, women, whatever, kids, teenagers, whatever, camped out within 400 feet of this spot, it will be directly connected to what is known as gang stalking. In order to psychologically motivate me not to come here, okay, and or to create an event that would make me psychologically fearful that I'll be assaulted or that my property will be stolen. In other words, if I'm also arrested here, okay, I arrest L or ticketed, it'll be directly connected to what is known as gang stalking. No matter how it's played out verbally, no matter who's involved in it, no matter how it comes about. And you know what these little filthy, skanky, right-ass whores are doing? They're getting on my YouTube channels within even the same day, sometimes even within minutes, and leaving derogatory and abusive comments on my YouTube videos. They're doing that to all targets. And you want to know another thing that they're doing? They're hacking into true bona fide targeted individuals that I'm communicating with. I'm not going to say on what media platform, and hacking into their accounts and sending me direct conversation methods. And that's done to try and make me believe that this person is not a real bona fide target individual, so I will in turn cut off communications with them, because these perpetrators don't want you to have any type of normal, healthy relationships with anybody, even if it's just online. That's right. It's how they isolate you. They'll either psychologically try to make you believe that they're actually perpetrators pretending to be targets, and when the target's out and about in the community, like I made statements about this as well. I've been in the grocery store, multiple different grocery stores, and people have acted real nice to me in aisles and stuff. Some have even walked up to me and talked to me for like a second. And guess what is said right after that verbal communication has ended? What they'll do through the tracking, surveillance, and physical observation of the target, they see that the target is interacting in a healthy way with people. So what they'll do, and which elevates the target, it makes the target feel good. It gives them confidence. Of course, any type of healthy social interaction that a human being has with another one makes them feel good. Okay, that's normal, and they know it. That's why a lot of gang stalking targeted individuals' blogs are titled Gang Stalking Psychological Operations, because that's a huge aspect of gang stalking, is to make you feel psychologically, mentally raped, to make you feel victimized, re-victimized, powerless, to make you feel that your entire world is nothing about victimization. And if they see that even if it's just a momentary physical, mental interaction that you're having with a complete stranger in a grocery store, through the physical observation of the target, they see that you're having this healthy, normal, physical, verbal interaction. So what they'll do is they'll wait until the interaction stops, and guess what they'll say? Gang stalking, suck my dick, gang stalking, oh my god. And that's done to remind you that you're being gang stalked, in order to put you back in the victimized mindset, in order to make you feel that your whole life experiences now is nothing but gang stalking. And that's done to make you feel psychologically depressed, helpless, hopeless, defeated, powerless. It's done to literally wreck your entire quality of life by making sure that all your life experiences, okay, are associated to the gang stalking. This is literally what they do. So you can go to Google and YouTube and type in how they will, through the tracking, stalking, and surveillance of the target, they'll get around the target and repeat private information about the target concerning the target, and that's done to make them feel victimized about their privacy being violated. They'll get around the target and call sensitize the targets to words, phrases, name calling. It's bullying on steroids is what it is. And it's also psychological violence because of some of the words that are said, like suck my you know what. and I apologize for being graphic, but I think it's important for citizens to become informed about the cruelty of these crimes, the tracking and surveillance and observation that is attached to them, because they got to know where the target's at in real time at all times for them to prop up this abuse that the target endures. And so this is one of the reasons why I make predictions concerning what they're going to do, concerning me, about me, around me, towards me, or against me, and or my property. And this includes any of my property. They have flattened my tires on my bike so many times it's pathetic. And I want fellow La Jollans and fellow San Diegoans to know the truth. I want them to know, if I'm going to tell you something right now. The reason why I have such, I'm not going to say it's hate, because I will not let hate dictate, as much as they attempt to cultivate hate dissemination, the perpetrators. I want them to know something. I can look you straight in the eye and tell you this to your face, and this is nothing but the absolute truth. I lost my ability to have children because of what the San Diego Police Department did towards me, concerning me, in reference to the gang stalking of me in a staged event that they physically, in my presence, participated in, that literally caused me my ability to that caused me to lose my ability to have children. So how would you feel if someone did that to you? Okay, so the San Diego Police Department knows how I feel about them. I'm not saying all of the police officers, I'm just saying about the gang stalking and what they did and how it's been caught inside their police department headquarters. Okay, the point being is this: if you can take that measure of disdain and hurt and feelings that you would normally healthily have towards a person or a group that intentionally caused this through their actions and inactions, then take a look at that. Measure the depth of it. You know, if I don't know what you're thinking concerning listening to what I'm saying, but if you're taking the time to honestly, with a mature posture, think about what I'm saying, take that and then magnify it by at least 100, and now you will know and understand the feelings that I have concerning UCSD. They have surpassed my utter disdain, okay, pertaining to how I am going to stop at nothing, all legal. In other words, everything I'm going to be doing is completely legal, and I'm not violent in any way, shape, or form, in reference to going after them until they're legally prosecuted and exposed into public awareness for their non-stop gang stalking of me from 2012 up until 2015, when they finally just recently banned me for good by sending me a letter stating to that effect, threatening me with the police if I ever go back, and a $5,000 fine, but not stating why I was banned in the letter, because they know that I put everything on the internet that they send me or give me, you know, physically by hand. So they didn't want you to scrutinize it, because they know that I got evidence online that indisputably proves I'm being gang stalked. I was gang stalked all over UCSD campus, and to just show you in your face the criminality was caught on their campus. Just one itty bitty section of the evidence concerning UCSD. Go to YouTube and type in "learning disabled woman exposes library security guard admitting staged complaint can cause her to be banned." That's me catching 2 UCSD library security guards admitting to my face in a hidden running recorder that a staged complaint can cause me to be banned. Absolutely. Now you might think, well, what has UCSD done, okay, that could surpass? Well, let me just put it to you this way: they're at least equal with my utter disdain concerning the San Diego Police's involvement and their gross negligence of duty, and more than likely conspiracy under the color of authority in reference to their behaviors and their criminalities. Absolutely. So I don't know what you're thinking about this video. The only thing I'm doing is just trying to show the public about what's happening to me, and hopefully educating current target individuals who might not be experiencing what I've experienced yet. Okay, but so go to Google and type in "Exposing Police 1" YouTube channel. In fact, the names that I'm getting ready to regurgitate to you right now are YouTube channels, and as a result, you can go to Google. I don't know if you can find them by going to the search box at YouTube, but I know you'll eventually find them if you type them in at Google. These descriptions are as follows. Are you ready? Higgins, GGGGG. That's a good one. Make sure you look at the playlist, okay, in that YouTube account at Massive Evidence. Also, Exposing Police 1. exposing SDPD1, exposing SDPD, exposing SDPD2, exposing SDPD3, exposing San Diego, assault MTS, gang stalking activist. Okay, those are at least, I don't know how many I said, 6 or 7 different YouTube accounts. Each one of those YouTube accounts has hundreds of videos in them. So if you decide if you think to yourself, okay, I want to really see what's happening to this woman in reference to its depth of what's happening to me, go to these YouTube accounts, go back as far as you can. The best thing to do is to start out with maybe looking at 20 or 30, 40 videos that have the latest ones that were published in them, to see evidence, to see my predictions, and then how evidence was caught after the predictions were made in separate environments. Like, I'd make a prediction at one spot about what's going to get caught on my tape recorder, okay, at places that I was going to go to that day, on those days. See, the prediction was made at one spot. As I was making the video prediction, I'd show a picture of my cell phone, which showed the date and time. Hold on. Okay. And I would even use a feature within the tools menu of that phone, which would allow the phone to state the date and time electronically. As I was making these verbal statements in these video files, I was also tape recording my statements in a running recording tape recorder. Hold on. Like I'm showing you now, which is even recording my statements. Now the tape recorder reflects the date and time. The timestamp on the video card pertaining to the video file that is the video prediction also shows the timestamp and date. Now let's take a look at this. I was making videos throughout the entire year of 2012, 13, 14, and still in 15, that at separate locations that I'm getting ready to leave to go about my day, and it's a lot of the videos I'd state where I'm going, and I'd say, let's see if gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk weird, gang stalk crazy, suck my dick, and other vile crap is said around me for that day, especially in the ways that I verbally predicted it would be said. I would then complete the video, and in the video I would show where I was at. I would show the landscape of that area where the prediction video was made. Now, I would then leave the area with a running recording tape recorder that is still reflecting date and time. I would then go to specific places like Ralph's Grocery Store, UCSD, SDSU, USD, MTS transportation services, their bus routes and trolley routes, bus stops, trolley routes, or trolley stations, restaurants, movie theaters, you name it. Okay, Walmart, McDonald's, Arby's, Jack in the Box, my bank, post offices, okay, and my new bank. And the tape recorder would pick it up every single day. Now, when it was caught on the tape recorder reflected a later time on the same dates, okay, of these things being said around me, which showed that the video prediction, like say if I made a video prediction that these words would be said around me on December 25th, 2013 at 9 a.m. and then I leave and it's caught on the tape recorder on the same date at 2 p.m., it'll show that I was stalked from the area where the prediction was made to these places because the video prediction showed me being in a different landscape at an earlier time on the same date. And the tape recorder is reflecting a later time on the same date. Do you understand? So, fellow American citizens, fellow San Diegans, this is how they're intentionally, mentally letting you know that you're being gang stalked by literally propping up people. Most of them are just dupe community members who are told lies about a target. You can go to YouTube and type in "listen to a stranger" to get a preliminary introduction in reference to how just a few of the techniques that are used to get people to do things for the perpetrators based on a fake badge, but they can also be real cops doing it, and a lie. So watch that video from beginning to end, and that video, the entire video, does illustrate all gang stalking, but it is not by nowhere near the amount of gang stalking techniques that are used. You can also go to YouTube and type in gang stalking bullying on steroids, then go to Google and type in UCSD and Law Library, are they networking gang stalking? Massive amounts of my evidence in that video, in that blog. So, think about this. They gotta know where I'm at in real time at all times in order to prop these people up around me to say the same exact identical verbal harassment. You can also go to YouTube and type in, which is, these videos are also in that blog I just mentioned. Hold on. You can also go to YouTube and type in "learning disabled woman exposes gang stalking in Yucca Valley." There's 4 videos online dedicated to when I left San Diego County on the night of December 5th, arrived in Yucca Valley on the night of December 6th, and spent my first morning in that community on December 7th. I was already in the community by the night of December 6th, but I went right to bed once I found a place to pitch my tent. The same exact identical verbal harassment that's been caught on hundreds, over 1,000 audio files now, here in San Diego County, was set around me everywhere I went in Yucca Valley. And Yucca Valley is 160 miles away. Think about that. Okay? Now, I got evidence online proving that I was gang stalked in Michigan and in Connecticut. And some of the words and phrases that were said around me in Michigan that are literally shown in 2006, 7, and 8, and maybe even 9 and 10 email accounts and blogs are the same exact words and phrases that are said around me here in San Diego. Yeah, hey look, what I'm doing right now is I'm exposing to you truth. All you gotta do is just go, the best thing for you to do is to go to that blog if you decide to investigate what's happening to me. Like, when you've heard my statements, you can obviously go back and watch this video and write down what to look up first, but it is my intention to right away show you that this crime's happening to me. That way you might feel motivated to look at the other stuff. So the best thing to do is start with that blog. UCSD and Law Library, Are They Networking Gang Stalking? Okay? So, my name is Leslie Williams. If I arrested L or given any tickets for same, and I know you don't understand that, I gotta creatively say that for legal and strategic purposes. Just trust me. Once an event happens, and then I get the opportunity to expose why I made that abbreviation, you will completely understand. Let me give you an example about what I do. Hold on. On September 29, 2011, I made an email at UCSD. The email was made by me as a result of what the perpetrators might do as a result of me preparing to go to Senator Barbara Boxer's office to ask her to investigate the Department of Education. Okay, concerning how my school loans were coerced for me to take out by individuals in Michigan that I directly caught later to be directly connected to gang stalking. I have emailed and contacted the Department of Education on numerous occasions. I have sent them evidence through emails and through certified mail return receipt, and they're claiming they got none of it. Now, is gang stalking directly connected to federal, state, and local governments? Google it. So, I was going to ask Barbara Boxer to investigate it. So I thought to myself, in the past, I know that whenever I've reached out for help, these perpetrators have escalated their campaigns, like staging assaults, arrest, creating homelessness. Okay? So I made a prediction email. I stated in this email, let's see if anything happens concerning me, about me, around me, towards me, against me, to that effect, and including assaults, riding, walking my bike, or on public transportation. Now, 11 days later, I was brutally assaulted on MTS public transportation. So go to YouTube and type in learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus. That's me being assaulted. That video you're watching is an altered video that MTS sent me. And after you get done watching that brutal assault, go to the description of what's pertaining to that video. And there's a lot of information in it. Read all of it. Then scroll down towards the bottom of it and click on the URL link of the blog that's at the very bottom of the description and open it up. Once it opens up, obviously read it, but scroll down to the bottom of it and you're going to see a small attached PDF link that is named Assault 11. Click on it. Once you click on it, it will open up and you'll see a printed out scanned email, which is the email that I made on September 29, 2011, proving that I predicted not only the assault, but where it would happen at on public transportation. You will also see in the same PDF link additional documentation, like when you open up the email and you see it, hit the arrow so you can scroll and you'll see attached documentation from MTS acknowledging the assault took place on October 10th, 2011, which means it's 11 days after that email was made. So think about that. And that's one of 5 assaults, all have been predicted. Okay? And I also predicted I predicted 2 arrests as well. One within 10 minutes of it happening, and I predicted it in a tape recorder on my way into the SDSU Love Library on February 1st, 2013, and the arrest took place within 10 minutes. I predicted through a tweet on November 10th, 2014 that I'd be arrested at my last hiking area, and 22 hours later I was arrested at my hiking area by SDPD, who claims that they were with UCSD police as a result of UCSD calling them because they said that they needed them in order to arrest a man in the area for a warrant. And I literally predicted, I think at least a year before, within like a year before, within the 12 months before, I predicted at least 3 times on running recording audio files that, because I was itemizing the kind of excuses that they might use to come to my area to arrest me or at least tell me to move, and that was one of them. I literally claimed it. I gotta find those audio files. I know I made more than one. And because I was sitting back itemizing what excuses they would use, and I said, well, they're probably going to say they were looking for somebody who had an arrest warrant, or maybe somebody that committed a violent crime and they were in the area looking for them. I literally predicted this. I can literally look at you right in the eye and say it, because it's the truth. So when I got time, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look through my tape recorders and I'm going to find those predictions, because tape recorders run by date and time. So UCSD police and SDPD worked together, UCSD claiming that they needed SDPD for the arrest of an individual they believed was in the area that had an outstanding warrant. I literally predicted that would be an excuse that would be used. Now, when you look at the direct conversation method about how these filthy whores will regurgitate verbal statements around a target concerning things that a target said in their own home, it's called mirroring, parroting, repeating identical things that a target did in their own home. They will also play out verbal and physical theatrics based on something you did or said in your own home. It's a clever, creative way to let you know that the people that are in your presence are there because of gang stalking. So just research the direct conversation method. Now, you might think to yourself, well, how can they hear what you might be saying in the privacy of your own home? I have read women's blogs and YouTube videos concerning how women have found hidden microphones in the taped to the panel of their closet doors, hidden video cameras in the keyholes of their closet doors, hidden video cameras inside the mirror of their medicine cabinet in their bathrooms. Also, you can go to Google and YouTube and type in cell phone hacking and gang stalking. They can hack into your cell phone and use it as a GPS tracker. They can use the speaker, you know how when you talk on the phone and you're speaking, what you speak into, they can hack into that and use it as a microphone, because it's nothing but a speaker. And microphones are nothing but speakers. Okay? And they can also hack into the camera on the phone. Now, to give you an illustration in closing to see how this is done, just go to YouTube. Well, you can go to YouTube and type in cell phone hacking and gang stalking, and Google it. But you can also go to YouTube and type in cell phone hacking and stalking and hit enter. And then when you do that, on the first amount of videos that come out, you're going to see a video of 2 women being covered on a morning show concerning how their phone was hacked by unidentified individuals, and as a result of their phone being hacked, it was being used as a GPS tracker, as a microphone, and as a camera. And what was observed by the perpetrators that hacked into their phones, they were listening to what the family was doing and then sending them electronic voice messages to the phones, regurgitating what they were doing. That is the direct conversation method of gang stalking. Absolutely. Just Google it and cross-reference what I'm saying. You'll see I'm telling you the truth. You can just go to Google right now and type in cell phone hacking, gang stalking, listening to targets' cell phone conversations or whatever. You just, play around with the keywords and you'll see I'm telling you the truth. So think about it this way. How do you think that they're employing the direct conversation method? Use your head. Use common sense. All right, I gotta go. So, this video applies for the next 60 calendar days at RR Colony 5. Absolutely. And they've been using homeless men towards me like you would not believe. Staging physical assaults using them to psychologically motivate me to call the police. That way the police can say, well, Leslie, you called us. So make sure you look at what's in that blog, because then you'll understand why I'm telling you that. There's videos in that blog concerning how I talk about why this is happening, the criminal motivations of why it's happening, and why the police need a buffer between me and them. So just trust me on this, okay? Just do it. Don't form any conclusions. If you're thinking is like, well, I don't understand this part of it, you will if you look at my blogs and my videos in them. Okay, so just trust me on that. Alright, so if I'm arrested, well, you've already heard my predictions in this video file. So I gotta go, I got stuff to do today. If anything happens, and they will use anybody. These filthy animals will use kids, teenagers, vets, homeless people, neighbors of any kind, of any age. And they'll use anybody of any employment description too. Hold on. Alright, so I gotta get going. I got stuff to do today. So if anybody approaches me at any of my HA areas, if I am arrested, okay, in the way that I previously described, if I am arrested L, or ticketed for same, and or ticketed for same, it'll be directly connected to gang stalking. No matter where it happens at, no matter how no matter how the event comes, begins and then transpires and then results, no matter who is involved, no matter what lies are said on police reports or incident reports, and no matter what is caught on my tape recorder, because they know I'm wearing a tape recorder. It's all over my YouTube videos, and cyber surveillance is a method of gang stalking. So when they prop these filthy whores up in my physical proximity to play out their street daters, which are staged events, physical and verbal theatrics that are played out against the target, they are tailored to make sure that the event makes it look like that it was either the target's fault or because of any other reason except for gang stalking, and or because of something the target's doing that they shouldn't be doing. Absolutely. So they got to play out the verbal theatrics to make it reflect any and or all of these. That's right. That's right, because they know I wear tape. I've told the San Diego, I pulled out my tape recorder in front of many different San Diego police officers and UCSD police. And if you don't think that they're not sharing, well, are they sharing information? Are police involved in gang stalking? Google it. Are campus police involved in gang stalking? Google that. Is gang stalking happening on university campuses? Google that. And look at how many Google-generated numeric responses come up as a result. Do you really honestly think that thousands and thousands of responses are coming to you when you keyword these descriptions in for no reason? Absolutely not. I'm a human trafficking target. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm also target of what is known as illegal syndicated probate control for racketeering, insurance fraud, and human trafficking. Is this why they make targets homeless? Alright, I'm in San Diego, California. This is organized crime in a system at the federal, state, and local level. It's a syndicate, and they do have influence over using businesses, and they also, and any other place that you can think of, and they do have syndicate members within these places as well, including transportation services. You would not believe how many bus drivers, MTS bus drivers, have engaged in gang stalking. Okay? I'm not going to say if it was well, they gaslighted me. I'm not afraid to say it. Why should I be afraid to say it? Okay? But I'm going to tell you another thing. You know what these filthy whores will do? They'll take your statements and call you crazy. And that's a method of gang stalking. Literally. Alright, I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California. Just research what I've said. If you want to know the truth, if you want to see the truth before your eyes, do what I said in this video. And the truth will be staring you right in the face. You'll hear it with your ears. You'll see it with your eyes. And then you can ask yourself, the San Diego Police Department must be involved in criminal activity as a result of them denying my right to make a police report concerning this crime happening to me on anywhere between 19 and 30 separate occasions. 2 police officers per occasion. And San Diego Sheriff's deputies have also played a role in the gang stalking of me as well. Right inside the San Diego courthouse and the Hall of Justice. And their little filthy asses think that I'm going to let them just slide without exposing their asses. They get paid for it by when I go to CVS or any place and purchase something, I pay taxes. So they can have a home, groceries, food, home, groceries, cell phone bill, mortgage, whatever, vacations. So when I'm in there, and then when I get in their physical presence, they engage in gang stalking of me to make me feel mentally raped and powerless over it. Plus, I was sexually harassed by 2 San Diego Sheriff's deputies right inside the Hall of Justice, and they get to walk away scot-free. Now, if you were to take any one of their wives, sisters, daughters, and do this to them, how do you think that they would feel? Yeah, baby. It's okay if to them, in their mind, if anybody goes after theirs or their owns, well, how dare they? How dare, who do these people think they are? Don't they know that we're San Diego sheriffs? But they're allowed to do anything they want to anybody they want. We don't live in this kind of world because there's laws. These filthy red-ass whores break the law every single day and get paid for it with your money and my money. So think about this when you pay your taxes. Okay, my name is Leslie Williams, and including the San Diego Police as well. I'm in San Diego, California. I expose these criminalities so you will know the truth concerning them. And I am not involved in any illegal or criminal activity whatsoever. I don't even drink. Okay, alright, I gotta go. Thanks for listening. This video applies for the next 60 days. Have a great day.